In today's video, I'm talking about the lighting for the music video Fear by Logic. Hello, my name is Logan Reynolds and welcome back to my channel. I am a freelance gaffer working in Portland and Seattle, and I am available for hire. I was contacted by DP Jeff Powers. We had a quick chat and discussed this project and some approaches that we might take for it. Jeff left it to my discretion on which units I wanted to use on this project. In total, on the truck, I had a NanLux 1200B, a NanLux 900C, a CreamSource Vortex8, LiteMat Plus 4, 8 Titan tubes, 4 Lekos, and 2 1Ks. For production, day one was all about locations and moving quickly. We had a company move with several setups at each location. For both days, we had a 2-and-2 with a swing, and what that means is that we had a 5-person total crew in grip and electric. That is the gaffer, best electric, key grip, best grip, and a swing who can work both departments. Our first location was in a house. We were mostly pushing light in through the windows. I had the 900C going in a corner window by the sink, and that was going through a 4x frame of 250 diffusion. On the other window, we talked about having a light there, but it can be less direct, and so for that I had the 1200B on a lowboy, and that was bouncing into 2 ultra balance floppies, so that was just a nice soft push in through the window. Besides that, I had the LiteMat 4 inside the house, and that was available to kind of bounce around as needed depending on the shot. So we were mostly lit for a very large space, and the approach to this is that we are going docu style. So basically what that means is we're going to light through the windows as much as possible. The camera's going to be on an easy rig, and so the operator, Jeff in this case, had room to float around and kind of find shots as we were rolling. Once the kitchen was wrapped, we were done with our outside lights, and we flipped into the living room and dining room, which were connected. For this, we motivated our light through 2 doorways. So one doorway had the LiteMat 4, and the other doorway we added the Vortex8. And we definitely needed some help from our grip friends for shaping and controlling that vortex especially. But again, these were 2 different scenes that we shot out pretty quickly. From there we had lunch and our company move, and that brought us to the diner. We were a little behind schedule, so that meant that we needed to bring in some extra light. I put the LiteMat 4 on the inside on one side of the restaurant, and on the other side of the restaurant I had the 1200B again bouncing into a 4x ultra flop. So essentially we were pushing soft light from 2 different directions, and that again gave us shape, brought up the light level in the diner, and gave the operator room to float around on the easy rig. Last up for day one, we had a hood mount car rig that the grips built, and for lighting we just had a single Titan tube, and that was sharing the same hood mount with the camera. And what we ended up doing was taking some black paper tape, and we taped off about half of that tube, and what that did is it made the source a little smaller and also a little less frontal, so it was more like the far side that was lighting the talent. Day 2 started off with the makeup scene, and this actually took almost 5 hours for this person to get in their full wardrobe. Luckily, the dressing room had these really nice tungsten bulbs around every single mirror, so there was a lot of really nice light in there already to work with. We didn't have to do much, but we did bring in the LiteMat 4, and we put that in the corner, and that was just like an edge light for the corner where the makeup station was happening. So the way the day worked, we set that LiteMat 4 in the morning, and it was kind of a set it and forget it type of thing. So we basically had 5 hours to pre-light this performance in the venue. For this performance, we had 3 Lekos in the back of the auditorium. They all had 19-degree lenses. 2 Lekos on the side were raking the red curtains on either side of the theater, and then we had one in the middle that best boy Chris Alley was operating during the performance as like a follow spot gag. So that was really cool. Additional lights besides those Lekos, I had the Vortex8 that was using its built-in paparazzi effect, and I was triggering that from the iPad during the performance so that could come on at a like more high energy part of the song. And then last but certainly not least was the 900C, and what we did with that was the Grips built this really cool spinning mirror gag. It was basically 3 1x1 mirrors in a triangle that someone could rotate, and that was kind of creating like panning little pools of light because we were trying to bring up the audience a little bit. And that's pretty much it for our lighting, but in all honesty, the venue stage lights we had access to, and those did a lot of lifting for us as well. They opened up their DMX fader board to us, and we had some movers, and Jeff was controlling those at the DMX console as we were rolling. We added some haze that also came from the venue, and we had a really nice look going on, just based off of what we had available to us at the venue when we started. Last up, we had this final portrait, and the idea with this is that it was gonna look a little bit more lit. It's a little more stylized than like the docu-style stuff that we shot the day before. So we had 2 windows. One I hit with a 1K tungsten light with a sodium vapor gel on it, and in the other window I used the 900C, and I just matched the color of that 1K on the 900C and that is what was actually lighting the talent. We had a Titan tube as a hair light, and that was set to a daylight color balance, and that was pretty much it. It was a simple setup, but probably one of my favorite shots in the video. All in all, it was a wonderful couple days. The production company from LA was great, and they were really wonderful to work for. I really liked the performance scene. There was a lot of energy in the room, and it was just a blast just being there. I really enjoyed it. This was an awesome first gig of 2024. That's it for this one. If you found this useful, please subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. It really does a lot and helps the channel, and I would appreciate the support. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.